Alright, so we're finally back, guys. We got the 412 spoilers coming off of that 3-week break. And let me just quickly catch up to speed on what had happened in the previous chapter. So we saw that Shigaraki was able to take the 4th user's Danger Sense quirk from Izuku by, grazing him. And after this, he kind of just took it to Izuku. Now that he has Danger Sense and Izuku doesn't, of course, Izuku's at a severe disadvantage, and he's been trying to use alternate methods to avoid Shigaraki, but he's just getting knocked around here. And they're eventually pushed to Mount Fuji, which of course is like a massive volcano, and if that erupts, then all of Japan is going to be destroyed. And Shigaraki, of course, knows that, so he's trying to just erupt it essentially using his decay. And that's like the new ticking clock here, I guess. And the ending of that chapter was just Shigaraki staring down Izuku, where we're heading into, the real final battle of the series here. But anyway, coming into this chapter, it begins with an x-ray of Deku's arm, showing that he's using Black Whip on the inside to expand his muscles. He then goes for another punch using Fa Jin and the wind pressure. This page is full of flashbacks of him using One for All on his fingers through the series. So wow, he's using Black Whip intramuscularly? That's crazy. I mean, we saw him using it as a brace before, but this is taking it to the next level. Delaware Smash! Shigaraki laughs and says that Midoriya is pretty clever, because destroying the arena itself is a good way of dealing with decay. He then tries to touch the ground again, but notices that the cloud of dust from the previous attack hasn't dissipated yet. Then many black whips come out from the smoke, and Deku comes from above, tearing Shigaraki's arm off with a punch. He used Gear Shift's first gear on Smokescreen to make it dissipate slower, and then used Black Whip to make Shigaraki's Danger Sense activate non-stop. Alright, here we go. I love when Horikoshi utilizes Izuku like this. This is the best aspect of him. Ever since he started having more of these quirks, especially in this last arc when we saw Izuku fighting All For One, who took over Shigaraki's body, what was that, a year and a half ago? Some of the best moments of the series, synergistically using all of these quirks together and becoming the tactician that he has become. Ever since he was hit by Nagant's curved bullet, Deku knows that Danger Sense isn't flawless. He starts charging Fa Jin, but Shigaraki uses Search to find him and hits him with the black tendrils. Search reveals the opponent's weakness, and Deku's is that he can't breathe. So yeah, Shigaraki is countering his tactics with his own tactics. This is shaping up to be a pretty good fight so far. But first, let's talk about the sponsor of this video, Raycon. Because Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. With optimized gel tips for the perfect in-ear fit, 8 hours of playtime, and a 32-hour battery life, as well as being priced just right, because you'll get quality audio at half the price of other premium audio brands. Raycon's everyday earbuds are also sweat and water resistant. I can attest for this firsthand because I've worn them multiple times in the rain. They also have amazing stereo sound and passive noise isolation. It completely blocks out background noise like no other, making it easier to focus on my work, hobbies, and fitness. So you probably heard me say this before, but I really do love Raycon's everyday earbuds. I'm pretty sure at this point I can use any earbuds I want, but I choose to use Raycon. Whether I'm exercising on the bike or commuting or hiking, I love listening to music through them. Also, when I'm doing chores or on a hike, I love listening to podcasts. And one of my staples is Huberman Lab. This guy can really help you with your physical and mental health, and listening to him with your Raycon earbuds can really change your life for the better and settle you into a routine to make 2024 your best year yet. So guys, you can check the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/Zhoniin for 15% off your order plus free shipping. Thanks, guys. Gear shift is over, and now he's suffering the recoil. Shigaraki's arms grow back, and he notices that Deku is overdoing it. to the point that Black Whip is now visible even on the outside of his arm, forming black marks all over it. So yeah, this is one of the other ticking clocks that we were coming to. The second user had always been warning Izuku about using gear shift and that he only had like 5 or 15 minutes. I don't remember the exact time, but it was like somewhere around there. And once that ran out, he was essentially going to pass out. Shigaraki mocks Deku by saying that he has to protect many things, and that makes it difficult for him to focus on just fighting. But Deku says that he won't give up on the boy who was crying. Shigaraki dodges another kick and starts a speech. He says that everyone sees the world through their own lens and always tries to assign meaning to what they don't understand. And that's what Deku is doing. He's trying to unravel Shigaraki while knowing nothing about him. So, I guess that is partly true. He doesn't fully know Shigaraki's backstory as far as I know, but it's not really so much that Izuku cares about Shigaraki himself, like Tomura Shigaraki, the entity. It goes back to what he was saying about he won't give up on the boy who was crying. I think Izuku knows at this point, through either energy sensing in the most literal sense or through some kind of quirkery, that there is a fragment of Tenko inside of Shigaraki. And that is the one he was trying to save. Pretty sure he knows that Shigaraki is beyond saving at this point, or at least I hope he does. And since One for All and All for One can see each other's vestiges, he should know that Tenko is gone. This memory from the past has expanded his worldview and became Tomura Shigaraki. He's no longer suffering. Nana thinks back to when she talked to Izuku and says that he should give up. So I think that's like cap for sure. Tenko is not gone. I don't even know if Tenko is technically considered a vestige at this point. I don't even know what he is. A personality fragment. He's something, but he's definitely not gone, at least in my opinion. Some people can't be saved. Shigaraki represents the biggest barrier in the way of Izuku's heroism, and it's fine if he can't overcome it. What he has to do now is land an attack so strong that it instantly kills Shigaraki. But Deku says that's not the solution. If it was that simple, Shigaraki wouldn't remember all the suffering from his past. He then thinks back to what Tomura said in the last war, about Hero Society sweeping all the pain under the rug. I won't stop fighting until I've shredded that rug with my own hands. Kudo, the second user, says that he didn't accept Deku. So he decided to look at his memories. That's when he realized that Midoriya never gave up on anyone, whether it's someone he was supposed to hate, like Bakugo, or someone with no quirk. He always wanted to believe in their goodness. Did we know this before, that the second user could just scan the memories of Izuku? Or that the vestiges can do that? That kind of seems like a invasion of privacy. Star and Stripe's arm appears inside the vestiges, pointing at something. An Aura Might, I guess that's All Might's energy vestige ghost thing. Kudo then says, Ninth, listen to me. You have to let go of One for All. The last panel is a flashback to All Might saying that he can become a hero. Star and Stripe's arm appears inside the vestiges, pointing at... Wait, how? Wait, am I missing something here? Star and Stripe was killed by All for One and Shigaraki, and her quirk vestige was inside of All for One and Shigaraki as it was like dissipating and destroying like quirks inside of him. So it's her like force ghost is transferred inside of the One for All vestige world? Did it happen like from Shigaraki touching Izuku? I'm really not sure how this is happening, but hey, I'll take it. I miss Star and Stripe. We're going to have a lot of casuals come on board now that she's going to be in like the first and second episode of the 7th season. But yeah, this is pretty interesting. Izuku having to let go of One for All. Does that mean that he's going to just defeat Shigaraki vanilla? No, I'm just confused at this point. I'll have to make more sense of this once the chapter is released, which I'll probably have my review out Friday at some point for that, hopefully Friday morning. But let me know what you guys think about this chapter in the comments. And if you liked it, please give it a like and please subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.